Prophet Ibrahim as the friend of Allah. Before there were kingdoms carved into history, before great empires rose and fell, before the deserts echoed with the call to prayer, there lived a man whose faith would change the course of humanity forever. A man who stood alone against an entire civilization. A man who challenged kings, shattered idols, endured exile, faced fire, and surrendered everything he loved for the sake of Allah. His name was Ibrahim, known throughout the heavens as Khalilullah, the friend of Allah. His story is not merely a chapter of ancient history. It is the story of every soul that struggles between truth and falsehood, every heart that seeks certainty, every believer who walks through hardship and wonders whether Allah sees their pain. Tonight, we travel back thousands of years to the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, where one man would challenge the darkness of an entire world. This is the story of Prophet Ibrahim A.S. Part. The world into which Ibrahim was born was drowning in ignorance. Across cities and villages, people bowed before statues crafted by human hands. Some worshipped the sun. Others worshipped the moon. Many worshipped stars. And countless people devoted themselves to idols carved from stone and wood. The irony was tragic. The same hands that shaped these idols would later raise them onto pedestals and pray before them. Among those who crafted idols was Ibrahim's own father, Azar. Day after day, Azar carved figures from lifeless stone. People came from distant lands to purchase them. Some placed them in their homes. Others built shrines around them. Many believed these statues controlled fortune, destiny, and protection. Young Ibrahim watched everything. He observed carefully. He listened. He reflected. And even as a child, something inside him refused to accept what everyone else accepted without question. How could a stone that could not move protect anyone? How could an idol that needed to be carried answer prayers? How could something created by human hands become a god? The questions grew stronger with every passing year, and soon Ibrahim could remain silent no longer. One day, Ibrahim approached his father, not with anger, not with insults, not with arrogance, but with compassion, respect, and sincerity. The Quran preserves his words. "O my father," again and again he addressed him with gentleness, not because Azar was right, but because truth delivered with mercy reaches hearts more effectively than truth delivered with cruelty. Ibrahim asked, "O my father, why do you worship that which neither hears, nor sees, nor benefits you in anything?" The question was simple, yet devastating. Azar had no real answer, because there was no answer. Still, pride stood where reason could not. Ibrahim continued, inviting his father toward the worship of Allah alone. He warned him of the dangers of following Shaitan. He pleaded with him to abandon falsehood. But the harder Ibrahim called to truth, the angrier Azar became. Finally, his father issued a terrifying threat. "If you do not stop, I will stone you." Imagine the pain. Rejected not by strangers, rejected by his own father. Yet Ibrahim responded with dignity. He prayed for him. He wished him peace, and he walked away. Sometimes the hardest test of faith is not opposition from enemies. It is rejection from those we love most. As Ibrahim grew older, Allah guided him toward deeper certainty. The Quran describes how he reflected upon creation. One night, he looked toward a shining star. People around him revered celestial bodies. For a moment, Ibrahim demonstrated the weakness of their beliefs. When the star disappeared, he declared, "I do not love those that disappear." Then he observed the moon, larger, brighter, more magnificent. Yet it too vanished. Later, he watched the sun rise. Its brilliance dominated the sky. Surely, if anything deserved worship, according to their logic, it would be the sun. But as evening arrived, even the mighty sun disappeared beyond the horizon. At that moment, Ibrahim proclaimed the truth. He turned his face toward the Creator of the heavens and the earth, not toward the creation, toward the one who created all things, the one who never disappears, never sleeps, never weakens, never dies. Allah. His heart found certainty, and that certainty would soon be tested. A festival approached. The people prepared to leave the city. Crowds gathered. Families traveled together. Celebrations filled the air. Ibrahim saw an opportunity. When the city emptied, he entered the temple that housed the idols. Rows upon rows of statues surrounded him. Some large, some small, all completely powerless. Food offerings had been placed before them. Ibrahim spoke mockingly, "Will you not eat?" Silence. No answer. Of course, there was no answer. They were stone. Then Ibrahim picked up an axe. One by one, the idols crashed to the ground. The sound echoed through the temple. Stone shattered. Dust filled the air. Fragments scattered everywhere. Only the largest idol remained standing, and Ibrahim hung the axe around its neck. When the people returned, chaos erupted. Their gods lay broken. Their sacred sanctuary had become a field of ruins. Fury spread through the city. Who would dare commit such an act? Witnesses remembered Ibrahim's criticism of idol worship. He was arrested and dragged before the masses. The trial began. The crowd demanded answers. Ibrahim calmly replied, "Asked the large idol. Perhaps it did it." The people immediately protested. They knew the idol could not speak, could not move, could not act, and that was precisely the point. For a brief moment, truth pierced their hearts. For a brief moment, they recognized the absurdity of their beliefs. But instead of accepting the truth, they chose pride, and pride would lead them toward a crime unlike any other. The rulers of the land wanted more than punishment. They wanted an example. They wanted to silence Ibrahim forever. So they ordered the construction of an enormous fire. Day after day, people gathered wood. The pile grew larger and larger and larger, until it became a mountain of fuel. When it was finally ignited, the flames roared so fiercely that no one could approach. The heat could be felt from great distances. Birds could not fly above it. The blaze seemed unstoppable. Ibrahim was brought before it, alone. No army, no supporters, no worldly protection, only faith. The people believed they had already won, but they underestimated the power of Allah. At the decisive moment, Allah issued a command unlike any command in history. O fire, be coolness and safety upon Ibrahim. Instantly, the impossible happened. The same flames that should have destroyed him became a source of protection. The fire still burned, but it no longer harmed. The laws governing creation obeyed the Creator, and Ibrahim emerged unharmed, alive, protected, victorious. The empire had done everything it could, yet not a single flame could touch the servant whom Allah chose to protect. The message echoed through history. When Allah is with you, no force on earth can overcome you. End of Part 1.